Tuesday.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, that's Coleman, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Coleman, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now Ryan on first down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22.
40 got. 40 got. Come on, Harvey, move. No. Zebra.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Connects with Sanu right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And now he'll tuck it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage. He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply... And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
You count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, Abdullah. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Double, set. Hey, 70. Block it. Zebra.
To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Ryan. And it is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On second down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Oh, he fakes a spike. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ryan being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? On third and goal, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Here's Stafford now on second down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jack Crawford With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Back to throw, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Coleman, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out now come the Lions. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
To throw is Stafford. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's brought down after a good game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Omaha, ready, move.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Winnick. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 56 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, in for the score. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And
that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point good by Prater, and that trims the lead down to 9. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Ryan. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first and 10, Stafford. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on fourth down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Hey, 22!
To throw on second down, Stafford. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And Jones has it over the middle. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Here's Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On 3rd down, Ryan dancing to his left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Ryan steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're going to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
And now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he's brought down after a good game. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Doesn't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We're rolling. Hey, go here. Back 53. Zebra.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Here's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Ryan forced out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit. I'm falling back on my playing days. If I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me, and they couldn't complete a pass like that, my confidence really rose at that point. I probably said a few things to him to that effect.
Well, I just looked down. You're right. It's a 3-inch height difference. But, you know, these defensive backs, they can jump so high. That's not that big of a difference now in the NFL, is it?
Athleticism and timing can make up for that lack of 3 inches.
A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time. But now it's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And some room to roam now. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hey, let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down. Coleman now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's fourth down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Stafford now to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tank McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the
yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt. It's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless. Easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdog. Swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. first down. Drops it off for Coleman. Coleman, 78 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it. And
accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overlooked.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
76.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a long...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Try to get it to Woods.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up with big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got room.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got this picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah. Squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture,
You got a picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Everyone's got 4 down.
The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down, Ryan.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses. One thing we do know, He's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jones, one of the most gifted wideouts in the league, no doubt. But he's going to have his hands full, trying to shadow him throughout the talented Marshawn Lattimore.
A terrific rookie. Only a one-year starter at Ohio State, due mainly to a number of hamstring injuries, but that 1 year was pretty productive. 4 interceptions, 9 passes broken up, has the agility to stay with just about any receiver in the league.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Again, Ryan. Flushed out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Buying time to his left. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs. There's a lot of guys that coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Hey, let's go.
To throw on third down. Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 48 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Hey, let's go.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Hey, easy.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Breeze now. He'll buy some time right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Got it.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jack Crawford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They do go for it. It's Breeze. That's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Ryan to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but daylight ahead. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. It's the fullback from 3 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Good set, good set.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Yellow lady. 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Breeze to throw for it on fourth. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tech McKinley, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Hey, let's go. Gun, gun, gun. 22.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He sets to fire deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 41 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And now look at him go. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. To throw on second down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Get up! Wait!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down-type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Jones in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Breeze now to throw. It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Deion Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll give it to him up the middle. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
To throw is Ryan. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Falcons on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Coleman has it here right side. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. On 3rd down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Get up! Here we go!
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before. You blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Ryan, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
11, get set, get set, get set. 11.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 51 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Forced out to his, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Deion Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Got it.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Lutz with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Falcons now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He's back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. It's been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. More, look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in what could be called the Battle of the Beltway. The Ravens and Redskins are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was. He'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Double.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Smith. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Smith on first down. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On third down, it's Thompson, and the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. This is caught inside the 15. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
A give left side to Collins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done. And
that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Back to throw, Smith. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you had.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll go to P-Ryan trying to pound it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. On 2nd down, Jackson completes it to Dixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 now.
Dixon complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith's still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Smith. Dancing to his left. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On second down, here's Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On second down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Gun.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On third and short, it's Dixon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth. You know, 'cause you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. This guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn, but it's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith. Buying time to his left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Smith. Dancing to his left. For Marshall, that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. On the return, here's White. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 on a first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Jackson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Purnell. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson going up top. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. First down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I'd be on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And again, it's Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well, so they keep handing it to him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down. Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Going for it all. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Try to punch it in for Collins. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Jackson on second down. Steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Smith. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. Smith being chased out left. For his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 33 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, That's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab in. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Smith now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the Yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm born. It's talking. It's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living.
living how I roll now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it, the underdog. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Shoes, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my hairstyle. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hairstyle. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have a thoughts for the cream renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss the death, for protecting that. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death, for protecting that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my hairstyle. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hairstyle. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You wish shook on Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? The warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'm a bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If they say they want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flop. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the flop on the app.
Money in company, no, baby. I don't know the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Luck on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Locke. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Miles Jack able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Yeah. Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. And
they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler. Able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Locke. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. John Simon in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Simon in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, it's Love. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron from 6 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Again, it's Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 8. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On 1st and 10, Locke. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, Locke steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Locke. For a left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to drop it for a loss of nearly 20 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Locke. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Here we go.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Mike 39, Lucy.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right off the gun.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. 372.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Luck now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. And some room to work. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Bortles to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Simon in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there from 3 yards out. And the Colts are in for 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with a run by Fournette. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I love the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Love, flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Fournette, a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jabal Sheard able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be He stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On first down, it's Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Mack. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he said,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Telvin Smith in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the first numerous times tonight he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Margus Hunt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And his kick is good.
30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the
Yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm born. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out. It's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless. Easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdog. Swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. Dead presidents, drop a on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss the death, rep protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss the death, rep protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Okay, some people call it a shuffle pass, some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A left side completion to Jones. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wentz to throw on second down. Rolling to his left. Pass incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Now Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An Eagle first. Down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Hang in there, hang in there. That's it. 74.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now it's Ajayi. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run here with Pumphrey, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Black.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's able to find Wallace. He's to the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Ryan forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Ryan. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Great. 82, 40. That's it.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pumphrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Great. I'm bringing it to you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deion Jones in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Freeman again, 1st down carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Ryan over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Again, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. To throw again is Ryan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah,
he's got him in, complete. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On second down, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to fire one deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into a star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They run with Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it, and the defense did exactly that.
Now they try the right side here, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Yeah.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
With the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I got two. 22.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gun.
Now Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Ryan dancing to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. Now Ryan. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he connects with Ertz. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, they'll try to run for it on the draw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
I seen the best of them, jammed up. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say, they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate, yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, jammed up. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they
My phone still